My Hometown, brought to you by Giuseppe Pizzeria by Dr. Utker. How will your family settle the last slice?
Define home. Is it where you live, where you leave your mark, or a place that leaves its mark on you? Marc-André Fleury can claim a few homes from his career, but one of them will forever be in the Maritimes.
I think his stay in Cape Breton was a big part of his hockey. It got him really grounded, and he will never forget Cape Breton Island.
Back in 2000, Major Junior Hockey was new to Cape Breton. The Screaming Eagles had only existed for 3 seasons and hadn't had much success.
If you drafted a kid and you were telling them you're going to Cape Breton from Montreal or the area of Montreal, it's same as telling them you're going to Russia in their mindset and the families. Like, it's so far.
I was 15 when I got drafted. I didn't know that much about the Q, you know, and I certainly didn't know much about Cape Breton, but I had to look it up on the map, make sure I knew where it was.
I picked him up, he got in the car, and he didn't speak much English at all, and I spoke zero French, so it was quite an adjustment.
I remember going to bed at night with headaches, you know, just trying to figure out what people were saying and stuff. My billet, I think, gave me the best advice, was just, when you don't know what they're saying, just smile and nod. You know, just like, yeah, yeah. So that got me out of trouble a few times, I think.
Language may have been a challenge, but Fleury found a way to communicate.
We're playing a game, and I don't like the way he plays, so I pull him out.
I come back on the bench, and I'm like all mad. I just want to break something. And then he's like, take the stats, you know, take the shots, you know, do something.
After the period, I'm looking at the sheet, and there's no stats whatsoever. He didn't do anything. And I turn the page, and on the other side of the page, it says, I'm not a stats guy, I'm a goalie.
And I had to ask the trainer how to spell statistician, because I wasn't sure, but I got a little bit of trouble for that.
Great save by Fleury with the glove. Big rebound. Whoa, what a stop by Fleury.
What a stop! Fleury flashed the leather. He was always a wonderful young human being, you know. Everybody seemed to think the world of Marc-Andre from day one. But he matured not only as a hockey player, he matured as a person, and he became a team leader.
As Fleury gained confidence on the ice, it was the Hawkins family, Bob, Angela, and their 2 children, who helped him adjust off of it.
He came from a very loving and close family, as well as our family was close. So I did feel like he was like another child of ours in the house.
My father definitely taught him a lot of lessons. They spent a lot of time after the game, out in the driveway. Some of the values that my parents instilled in myself, also instilled in Marc-Andre.
They took me under the roof and treated me like their son, and they were great to me. They felt like they were my family. It still feels like it now.
Fleury would become the Screaming Eagles' first bona fide star. By the 2003 NHL draft, the hockey world had taken notice.
With our first pick this year, we'd like to select from the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles, goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury.
It was pretty amazing. My father called me actually just before. He said, Marc-Andre's going first. And it wasn't 2 minutes later, and he was called, and it was amazing.
When they did call his name, it was a feeling of being so proud.
Two tickets for Robert Hawkins. Thank you.
Vegas is a long way from Cape Breton, but Fleury and the Hawkins remain close.
We text, right? We keep in touch after games and stuff, and see how they're doing. Give a call once in a while, and it's always fun to get to see them again.
It's really exciting to see him play live. We watch him night after night on the TV, and so to come here tonight and see him play, it's pretty exciting. It makes us pretty proud. Oh, my boy. Oh, yeah.
How are you, darling?
Yeah. This place here is, this is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're 34, right? Your next birthday?
Next month.
Right, so you're 34. You are almost my age when you come in. That's right. Think about that, eh?
That's crazy. Yeah. Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I know.
From when he arrived at 15 years old until today, He really hasn't changed as far as being the same humble, caring, thoughtful guy.
Sometimes my mom says like that I left so early, right? She didn't have time to teach me everything or about life and stuff. And I think they really fulfilled that, give me a good base, to try to be a good person, to care, and I'll be grateful for that.
My Hometown, brought to you by Giuseppe Pizzeria by Dr. Utker. How will your family settle the last slice?